Alright, so the OnePlus 9 series is now official. The OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro are finally out, and you know basically everything about the phone, from the pricing, when you can buy it, and all the specifications and stuff like that. And OnePlus seems to be done with the whole flagship killer stuff. Now they're going after the Samsungs and Apples of the world, and they want to compete. They want to compete with the big premium flagships, and that's what we're going to do today in this video. We're going to be comparing the OnePlus 9 Pro to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And yes, I will be bringing you guys a full unboxing and review of the OnePlus 9 Pro as well as the OnePlus 9 once I get my hands on it, basically in a few days. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, again hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. But with that being said, in this video, let's compare the OnePlus 9 Pro to the iPhone 12 Pro Max and find out which phone you should buy. And these are going to be my quick impressions. This is not like a detailed comparison or anything like that. But yeah, this video is going to be helpful if you are planning to buy one of these phones right now. With that being said, let's get started. Alright, disclaimer, you're comparing an Android phone to an iOS phone. So if you have a preference between the operating systems, there's no choice, there's no comparison. You'll have to go with iOS if you like Apple. And if you can't use iOS, you'll have to go with Android. So that's that. Now starting off with the specifications of the two phones, the OnePlus 9 Pro comes with the best CPU that Android has right now. So that's going to be the Snapdragon 888, and you're going to get the best GPU from Adreno as well. You've got up to 12 gigabytes of RAM as well as 8 on the OnePlus 9 Pro, and you've got a 4500 mAh battery with 65 watt wired charging as well as 50 watts wireless charging. And this is going to be again water resistant, so IP68. All of that goodness is there. You've got a USB Type-C port, no headphone jack. But again, the specs are good, and you've also got 128, 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage on the OnePlus 9 Pro. Talking about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's got the latest that Apple has to offer right now. That's going to be the Apple A14 Bionic chip with again 6 gigabytes of RAM, an Apple custom GPU, 3687 mAh battery, which might not seem a lot, but again, the 12 Pro Max does have really good battery life in my opinion. And again, you've got 128, 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage. You've got fast charging here, but it's not as fast as the OnePlus 9 Pro in wired as well as wireless, but it's there. So again, in terms of battery technology, it's really hard to beat OnePlus and Oppo and brands like these. They're moving really fast. But in terms of real life performance, I guess the A14 Bionic is a beast and it does really well. And even if you check the benchmarks, it is a really good CPU. And remember that the new iPhones are coming this year. So again, once those are out, the OnePlus 9 Pro might have even better competition. But in terms of real life performance, I think both these phones are going to perform really well. Multitasking, gaming, and just doing everything on these phones is going to be a lot of fun. So in terms of performance, both the phones are going to be pretty much equal. Now talking about the displays, here's where the OnePlus 9 Pro has the edge. It's got a 6.7-inch Fluid AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, and this refresh rate is adaptive, so it can change its refresh rate to conserve battery. It is variable, that's what OnePlus says. And you've got a really nice PPI, a 1300 nits peak brightness, and you've also got the punch hole cutout towards the left for the front camera. And you've also got an in-display fingerprint scanner for again your biometrics. And this is a really nice display, 120 Hz, it's Quad HD, and I really like the display on the OnePlus 9 Pro. On the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you've got a 6.7-inch display. It's their Extreme Dynamic Range Super Retina display. You've got a 458 PPI, but it's 60 Hz, no fast refresh rate or anything like that. Both these phones do have HDR10 support. So again, if you are looking at HDR content, they're going to look really nice and you're going to get that peak brightness. But in terms of displays, I think the OnePlus 9 Pro has it because it does not have the annoying notch. The bezels are really thin, and it's just a more immersive experience because of the curve as well. It's a curved display, whereas on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's kind of flat. So yeah, in terms of the displays, I really like the OnePlus 9 Pro. And talking about software, iOS 14 versus Android 11, there's no comparison. Both softwares have their pros and cons, have their advantages, and either of the operating systems are going to be nice. You can't really compare them. So if you have a choice or preference between these two, just go for one. And talking about cameras, on the OnePlus 9 Pro, you've got a 48 megapixel main camera. That's going to be the 789 sensor from Sony. They have made in collaboration with Oppo. There's also a 50 megapixel ultra wide and an 8 megapixel 10x telephoto. Whereas on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you've got three 12 megapixel cameras, so one main, one wide angle, and also a telephoto. And you've got 4K recording on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, but on the OnePlus 9 Pro you've got 4K 120 FPS as well as 8K video recording. So that's really nice. The front cameras are again going to be good in good daylight conditions. You can get good selfies and videos and stuff like that. I'm not into the front cameras that much, so yeah, I'm not a selfie person. But again, in terms of the rear camera, I really like what OnePlus is doing with the colors and the portrait mode and stuff like that. We'll have to wait and see how the partnership with Hasselblad is, going to impact the camera performance for OnePlus 9 series. But the iPhone 12 Pro Max takes excellent photos and videos, and you can already check out the samples online. So yeah, just wait for the camera reviews and camera samples from OnePlus's 9 series of reviews, and you'll know which one you want to buy. But in my opinion, I really like the iPhone here. Although OnePlus is going to do a good job, it's going to be a tough competition. Now, talking about design and build quality, both the phones are going to be made out of metal and glass, but OnePlus is doing something really new and refreshing with their 9 series, and the colors as well. There's a black, but there's also a morning mist and a pine green color, going close to nature, as well as the morning mist color has a dual tone look, like matte finish towards the top and then glossy towards the bottom. So yeah, in terms of styling and colors, I'll give it to the OnePlus 9 series, whereas iPhones are just carrying over from the past and they have a more premium, more industrial design. There's a bunch of colors there as well. So yeah, whichever design you like is gonna suit you well. I wouldn't really, try to influence you guys there. So in terms of design and build quality and durability, both these phones are gonna be good. They've both got water resistance, so just choose whatever you like. And talking about the final bit, the pricing. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is going to be a slightly more expensive phone compared to the OnePlus 9 Pro. So let's say you don't have that kind of money and you are looking for, still really good value, bang for the buck, price to performance, the OnePlus 9 Pro should be your choice. But if you are willing to spend that extra cash and you don't mind the, lower refresh rate display and some of the things that I mentioned in this video, you can go with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Also, if you're an iOS guy, you have to go with the iOS ecosystem. So that's that. The more expensive phone is going to be the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's going to be the more premium experience. You're getting something from Apple. But in terms of OnePlus 9 Pro, I think it's really close, and OnePlus is just getting there in terms of their flagships, and there's very few things that they're missing out now. So yeah, OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro are going to be really good devices in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, as I said, I'll bring you guys my full unboxing and review of the OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro very soon. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. But with that being said, my name has been Yusuf. You guys have been awesome. Stay awesome, keep smiling. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.